Welcome, welcome. I'm gathering us today to talk about AI doubles. And AI doubles really are anything that doubles your doubles your output, or 10x or 100x, 10,000x. Really, you can infinity your output in this moment. So when I did some real deep discernment around what is an AI double, and I should introduce myself, my name is Robin, and I have been working in AI and using tools for 4 years. And the last 2 years, I picked up vibe coding, and in the last 6 months, I've been using Claude Code to do my coding. And so I have been developing a platform that is actually for AI doubles, but I didn't have an AI double, so I was like, okay, let me make one for myself, but not on my platform. Let me go out and see, how you would make one in the world right now. So I used Claude because I love Claude, and I actually back up. I started programming myself. I started by scraping all my conversations on the large language models to be able to mine them for the way I think and the way I make decisions, and really just all of my thinking process around problem solving and building, because that's what I've been doing. So I wanted to build my first AI double, which I called Overnight Builder, but in order to have it work, it needed to know how I think, because if it didn't know how I think, it would just be any builder that I just said just build all night. But I needed it to make the right decisions at the right time in the right way. And so I mined the large language model for all my information, and had it created kind of the long process. It was actually like a lot of soul searching to figure out the very best way, but I did it over the course of a week, and what I ended up doing was creating a kind of template with different qualities, so that every kind of, I call it an atom of thinking, like a seed of my thinking structure, would have the same elements within it, so that when the large language model had to discern which atom to pull at which moment, because an atom is the tiniest building block of life, so this is like the tiniest building block of my decision making. So when the large language model or the coder had to decide which thinking kind of neural network to pull on, it would be able to look at them all quickly and discern, because they all had the same parameters. So all of that to say, when I was invited to teach with a colleague of mine, beginners how to make a AI double, my colleague reminded me that my way of working was quite advanced, and that maybe it would just be good to teach them how to use Custom GPT and Claude. And so he covered the Custom GPT, and I got into Claude, and then of course my brain kept going, because I'm a systems thinker. My background is that I'm an innovative award-winning architect, and I've built work around the world, and so everything that I kind of encounter, I think of in systems. And so when I hear the word AI double, I think, well, you have to have the thinking portion and then the acting portion. So you have the decision making and the thinking portion, and then you have the goal and the steps to take action, and then you have to break down within that realm. So the thinking portion I just described to you, that seemed like the first thing that I had to do. But when I came to Claude Code to build it simply, so if you download Claude Code to your desktop and also attach a plugin, the Chrome Claude extension, the Chrome extension that is Claude, you can use their co-work tab and plan out a series of tasks, and beyond it just going out and searching the web with the Chrome extension, it can do other things. It has other abilities. So I decided that what I was going to teach was how to make AI doubles that create content for someone who has no brand voice, because if you use custom GPT, you have to upload a brand voice or try and articulate it. So I thought I would build an AI double that had no voice yet and is new to build an audience. So they had no audience and no voice. And the act of using this AI double, which is agentic, which means that it has a goal, its goal is to create content. The act of using it was going to develop not just your brand voice, but your way of thinking and your way of decision making. So the way it works is that I made one prompt that I could give to the students, and I'll show you how to do it if you're interested. Let me know. I made one prompt, and it makes CoWork do all of the preparation, create all the files, all the training files, all the instructions that you then paste into Claude projects. It sounds complicated, but it's so easy. All you're doing is pasting one prompt. It took me many hours to come up with the prompt, and it's an iterative process, which I can also tell you about at another point. But so you paste the prompt, you let it run, and then it tells you which files to copy over to the chat portion. And then every morning you set it to a time. It asks you, like, do you have anything from your day that you want to share? You know, it'll ask you a question, and you can just share a story. And it can ask more probing questions, and you can keep going. And at any point you can say, okay, I want to go, can you make my script? And then it'll go out and it will search for viral or at least top tier video scripts within your niche on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Facebook meta ads. The longer lasting ads are usually ones that are converting. So it'll go and it'll take the 5 top videos of the day, and it'll transcribe it, and it'll analyze it kind of for its hook and its content and put it in a template. At the same time, it's going to go out on the same day and search for keywords that are trending. And when it has a keyword and it has its 5 scripts, it's going to analyze your conversation, and it's going to put it all together and come up with a 30 to 60 second script. So you're given a script which you can present and talk about, or you can run it through ElevenLabs and just have the vocals, the sound of you saying it, and then put like a moving image like a river or like a pretty something underneath. And then it would be faceless. Or you can take the script and put it in HeyGen, and if you have like an avatar of yourself, your physical self, and you can have there's a process to make it, and I can show you if you want. You have basically not just a talking head, because you also can make one that has you moving, but it will also say the script, and that way you'll have a video and you can upload it. So that can happen every single day. So you start to have a content machine for creating a new niche, for growing a community, and possibly creating a new stream of income. And at the same time, you are building your AI double brain, which is really, I think, the gold, because once you have the brain, it can drive other agents to do other tasks. So the way I think of an AI double is that I think of it as the brain and a bunch of, I don't know another way to say it, but a bunch of bodies with goals, and each one has a separate goal, and that goal is what they're there to manifest. So that's the AI double in a nutshell. If you have any questions or any comments, or you want to learn more, just paste below. Okay, have a great day.